rev up. Draw for your niggle like your niggle can't stitch it. Draw for your oxen like a cow, you wanna chop it. Draw for your pickaxe like a gun, you wanna dig it. It's like a riverside up on the bank and you take it. It's like a bicycle, so you hold it and dash it. So you wash it, so you crash it. She a tell you, say you grab it. Girl, she a beg you wanna ball.
Philadelphia, home to one of the NBA's most historic teams, the 70s. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thank you.
Good story. Hard work does pay off, David. Thank you so much. So here's Miami's starting group. And Robinson on the wing. He's joined by Butler. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Oladipo in at the point guard. And for the 76ers. And the small and power forwards are Thibault and Harris. Simmons is out there with MP. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low.
And you watch the impact that MP makes on the game. Not a surprise he's being considered for an all-star spot.
Yeah, he's in the conversation, no doubt about that. He can cement a spot. Greg, if he continues to improve, clearly. And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
Oladipo outside. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Robinson. Off the left rim and out. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The drive by MP. Here's Miami now. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game play.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
Well, you know, the ball movement was lacking. You know, things got stagnant. That's why their offense looked so off.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Harris looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. MP with it. Now defended by Adebayo. MP, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And Bam Adebayo, picked 14th in the 2017 draft, has made huge improvements throughout his career. The guy is a hard worker.
They grabbed their own miss. Here's Embiid. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Hammering the boards. That's what you want. Hammering the old boards. I mean, Embiid putting his size to good use.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Butler finds Tucker. To the paint. The kick out to Oladipo. And again, it's the Heat missing. And Coach Spoelstra says that Adebayo continues to put in the work to improve.
And Kevin, you see it in his game every year. Never takes a summer off. Comes back each fall with a new wrinkle to his repertoire.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Oladipo, the pass to Butler. Back to Oladipo. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Chalk up 2 there.
And contact can't slow Adebayo down. He's not afraid to get physical when he's attacking.
MP outside. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, and a missed layup.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Oladipo against Simmons. Pass to Adebayo. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Now, here's MP. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable, and the shot goes in from Embiid.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Oladipo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Tucker. The shot missing. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes.
Here's Adebayo. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Outside Robinson. 6 to shoot. Embiid against Butler. Shoots over Embiid, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able.
Substitution on the court.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Offensive rebound, goes back up, and Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's no wonder why they're in front when you're taking into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. Duncan Robinson out there with Oladipo. And it's Strus in at the small forward. Shot clock at 6. No good with the triple. The 76ers leading by 15. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Grizzlies delivered a performance for the ages. He ended up with 43 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
.122 left in the first half of the game. Robinson kicks to Oladipo. Back to Robinson. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Pass to MP. Three-pointer. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. MP's got 6 points.
And the three-point shot of MP. I mean, showing that he can make it. Give him a chance.
Robinson passes to Adebayo. Outside Robinson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Great ball movement there.
Miami with the ball. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Passes it to Tucker. There's 25 seconds left here in the second. Just 5 to shoot. MP against Robinson. MP looking around. Tipped away. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
The stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. Ben Simmons is out there with MP. And it's Thybulle in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Butler, no good. And we all know that star players get a few more perks, but Greg, that can also stir up misgivings in a locker room when things aren't always equal.
Kevin, that's a great point, and coaches really have to be careful. If you're holding one player accountable and giving another a pass, that tends to lead to a fractured locker room.
Here's Oladipo. 76ers getting the bucket. Outside Robinson. The pass to Tucker. Heat moving the ball around. Butler on the wing. 4 on the shot clock.
I love Butler's composure in pressure situations. He doesn't really get rattled.
Pass to Embiid. He kicks to Harris. MP outside. Back to Harris. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 3rd assist on the night. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Robinson passes to Adebayo. Back to Robinson. Uncovered. 2 points. That one goes. And that's now 6 points for Robinson.
And what can Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Now, here's MP. 9 points in the game so far. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Got to avoid the physical MP because he's solid at understanding how to draw fouls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. George Niang, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Harris. And Robinson wide open, he shoots. Drills the three-pointer. Robinson's got 9.
They're doing work. Here's the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Pass to Niang. MP outside. Launches a 3. Hands it from downtown.
You'd love to see MP get fired up like this. Heads to the line, drains the 3 for the answer.
Deep 2 from Robinson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After their trip to the NBA Finals in 2020, Miami Heat is looking to get back to that championship round. Jimmy Butler says, we know what we're capable of. We want to get back to the finals. We can do it. I like our chances against anybody, honestly. Nobody intimidates us. Kevin?
Great attitude. They've shown they can compete at the highest level, David. Thank you. And here are the 76ers now. Heat knocking down the tray. The drive by MP. That one goes. Count it. He's got 15.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Timeout called the Heat. Greg, you were just talking about Oladipo. He holds a very high standard for himself.
Yeah, he's trying to reach another level every...
In for the Heat.
And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Jimmy Butler. Markieff Morris is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Strus in at the 1 spot. And what do you guys think so